Hey everybody, it's time for an art break. So today it looks like it's going to be a little gloomy outside, but hot. So I thought we would draw this picture of the beach. And in this picture we're going to learn a few artist tricks today and some art words. One of the words we're going to learn is space. So space in art isn't necessarily the planets and the stars. It is depth in your picture, or a way to show distance in your picture. So things that are up close and things that are way far away. We're also going to be learning a word called the horizon line. The horizon line is a line where the sky meets the ground or the sky meets water. And in this case today, our horizon line is going to be where the sky meets the water. All right, so the first thing we're going to do for our picture today is take a piece of paper. We're going to turn it landscape. That's the wide way in art. And we're going to fold our paper in half. This fold that we're using today is just simply a guideline. That is going to be where our sand is, and it makes a great guideline for our sand. Okay, the first thing we're going to draw is going to be somebody sitting on a beach towel. We're going to use simple shapes today to create the person sitting on the beach towel. So I'm going to start off with a circle for the head. And you can draw your person however you would like. Now I'm going to put the body on. So like a little curved line and then a letter U to connect. And it looks like my person's going to be laying down on the beach towel. Put some legs on. Keeping my legs nice and simple. And arms, maybe waving. Stop. Stay out of that, honey. You cannot get into that. We have to cook that first. And now let's put a face, some hair.
Mom, look at my frog.
Yep. Oh, great job. And a bathing suit. All right, so here's the tricky part. We're going to make the towel look like it goes back into space, like we're showing depth with the towel. So really what this is it's two parallel lines. Parallel lines are lines like this that go on forever and never touch. So this line and this line have to be horizontal and parallel. So I'm going to start with the bottom line for my towel here. And I'm going to take this this line's length, keep it the same, so I'm using my fingers to measure. I'm going to come up and over. So I know my line needs to end here and start here, but because it's behind the body, I can't draw through the body. This one looks like it needs to be a little longer. Then I'm going to connect it with a diagonal line. On the other side, I need to keep this angle the same. So this angle and this angle will be the same. So I'm imagining it's connecting over here behind my body somewhere. And that's kind of how you make your towel look 3D. All right, next we're going to put in our umbrella. Our umbrella is a rainbow line to start. And my rainbow line goes just a little bit above my fold, so you can kind of see here in my paper where my fold is. So I'm going to do my rainbow line here, a little bit above the fold, back down and around. And I'm going to do some letter U's. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a half. 5.
Okay, I'm using pressure.
Oh, cool. Good job. Draw my little top to the umbrella. And to make my umbrella look like it's curved, I'm going to connect each one of these points to the top of the umbrella. So every line is coming out of the middle of the umbrella. Oh, look, your frog's looking great. Check that out. Good job. And let's do a stick for the umbrella. And I drew this little curve here to make it look like the umbrella is poked in the sand. All right, up next will be the sand. And we're going to put our sand on the fold in the paper, but when we do this, we're going to make the line kind of wavy, because the way that the waves wash up on the beach makes things look wavy. I'm going to practice with my finger first so I can get it in my mind before I draw with my marker. Skip the umbrella, come out the other side. So I'm just drawing a wavy line along the fold. Now I'm moving on to the boats, because all of these other details, you can put whatever you want on your beach. Your beach doesn't have to look like mine at all. But I want to show you how to put these boats in. So if you look at this boat, right, they're two identical boats, but this boat is bigger and this boat is smaller. This boat is down the page a little bit more, and this boat is a little bit higher up the page. And you need to keep those two things in mind so that it really shows space or depth in your picture. So I'm going to start by drawing my first boat here. I'm going to do a horizontal line. Diagonal line, diagonal line. Now for the bottom of the boat, I'm going to draw a wavy line so it looks like the boat is in the water. Now I'm going to move up a little bit. I'm going to put my other boat over here, but this time I'm going to draw the same thing, only smaller. And a wavy line there. Oh, I better put a sail for my boat. And a smaller sail for this boat. Now we're going to put the horizon line in. And this line, because it's so far off in the distance, doesn't have a bunch of waves. It kind of looks flat. If you've ever looked out at the ocean or a really big lake where it disappears, like Lake Ontario, it's almost a straight line. So if you have a hard time drawing a straight line freehand, you can always use a straight edge or a ruler to draw that line. But I'm going to imagine that line going behind this little boat and behind this part of the sail. Like I said, if you have a hard time, you can always use a straight edge. So I'm just going to use this piece of paper as a straight edge to do that. Skip the sail. Whoops.
Whoopsie-doo-doo.
Now I have some space or some depth or some distance in my picture. And if I want to, I can draw some wave details so as it gets closer to the beach. I can make them bigger. And as they go back towards the horizon line, they get a little smaller. In this picture, I put a sun kind of behind a cloud. I think in this picture, I'm going to do a sunset. Yep, you want to draw? Good job. Here, this marker's better. You can use this one. And you can draw whatever other kind of details you want in your picture. You could put a sandcastle. What else could you put? What would you?
A snowflake.
A snowflake? No, no snow allowed, girl. No snow allowed. Here, back up a little bit.
Beach ball from.
Ooh, a beach ball. Okay, I'm glad you said that. Check this out.
No, I said beach balls falling from the sky.
You could. That could be crazy. So for a beach ball, I'm going to draw a circle. And another circle. And every time a line comes off from the circle, it's going to curve a little. But I'm going to start here in the front. I'm going to make a line curve this way. And a line curve this way.
And Mom.
And another line curve this way. And another line. Ooh. Another line curve this way. And I'll make one go back here.
I'm going to go to put. There's no feet.
So you can add whatever you want to your picture. And then you can color it.
Mommy, I put 2 snowflakes.
Yep, ours is snowing in this picture.
And beach balls. Mommy,
What?
she needs a friend.
Yeah. So that's why in this picture, I drew a friend. I drew you, actually. That's you in the picture. All right, thanks for joining us for today's art break at the beach. Remember to wear your sunscreen, drink lots of water, and most of all, have fun.